So what do you think of the game?
I give it an 8. I actually really like this game, even though I lost, and I'm a really sore loser.
Right.
But I really enjoyed this game.
And you didn't cheat at all, so that was good.
I was tempted to once.
You were tempted to once.
Yes.
Tempted to once.
I
think
really liked it.
Yeah, like thinking. Okay, so like when it comes down to it, let's just do a short review and we'll talk it through. When it comes to setup and storage, right?
That sounds like it's a lot.
Setup. Actually, no, it's not. It's really not that bad. The setup was not too crazy, and it doesn't take up a tremendous amount of space. I mean, you can kind of fit this in the iPhone camera. That's literally like 2 feet above the thing, maybe 3 feet.
3 feet.
But yeah, I mean, the setup isn't that bad. It really wasn't, and everything that you need to do for setup, like they kind of talk you through with the instruction booklets, and then it's like you just put one of each, and everything's clearly labeled.
This little blue thing. Oh, is that yours?
Oh, those are mine. But anyways, so storage on the inside of it has a good insert. So like I'm happy with the insert. The insert's fine and it fits everything. The only thing that was a mistake on their part was that the insert didn't have it didn't fit sleeved cards, and some people were a little bothered by that, which I think that was a mistake. The learn and the teach. What did you think about learning the game?
I like that you didn't talk a lot, and I could just jump right into it.
Okay, but don't critique me. Critique the rules of the game. Who cares about how I taught it?
I felt like they were simple.
You felt like it was simple, right? Like everything.
Yeah, I didn't think I had to rock my head about it.
The instructions are like 16 pages, and so as the hunter, you felt like everything kind of made sense and everything was working out well.
Yeah,
that's cool. For me, the learn was not bad. But one thing that I did notice, and I think it was just the translation, because I think this game was originally not made maybe in English, maybe it was made in another language and then translated to English. But man, there's a lot of stuff missing from the game, from the directions that I didn't understand. You know, like when it came to the playing the cards, I have to play a card. Do I play it face up and show everybody my actions or what? And so there was some parts in it that there was a lot of it that was kind of ambiguous that I didn't understand. And I had to keep looking up the rule book, and like, I don't know, I just felt like the rule book, there's just something off about the rule book. I'm not quite sure 100% what it is. But yeah, I think the rule book could have been a lot better. I think the rule book itself is nice and well done, but I just don't think the instructions are very good. And I was struggling to figure out how to play the game. But I think that may be more so on me. Maybe I was looking into things too deeply, and maybe it was a lot more simple than I anticipated it. But yeah, there were still some things that were unclear for me and how they work. But I don't know. I'm not going to knock it too hard for that. So I think setup and storage is a 2. I think that, or maybe like a 1.5. I think the teach and the learn is like a 1, because it was easy to teach, but to learn, it was kind of frustrating to figure out how to do all these things. But I think once they get an updated rule book, I'd give it a 2, because it's very easy to learn. Components and visuals. What do you think about the artwork and everything?
It's so pretty. I was looking at it for a while. It's giving definitely like a dark, like fairy type place.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's really, really cool. I like seeing like the little things here.
Yeah. Like
I have no idea what this means, but it has a big A, and there's some doors here which could mean like secret civilization somewhere. Like there's cool little details like boats down here. A face here reminds me of the Eastern Island heads.
Mm-hmm. Then you got the monster boards that are well illustrated.
Really cool.
Has like background on the monster and kind of how they operate. It's kind of cool.
I really liked it. I also like the monster board here.
Oh my gosh,
the artwork on here is
this
so
was super
pretty.
cool, man. This little board where it has the map of, and then if you flip it on the back side, it is the bigger map for whatever scenario you're playing, and then you just put this. It inserts perfectly in here, so that when people are looking from the outside, all they see is this beautiful artwork, and then from the inside, it actually has all of the actions you can choose and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then your little navigator deck goes over there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty cool, man. Two out of two, like for me, component wise. I think component and visuals, the artwork is beautiful. Everything is
Grimgear
is gorgeous.
is my favorite
Oh,
so far, I have to say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see, man. You got to try to play with all these other ones
I
too
do.
and see how they mix together.
But
It even has
Grimgear
some
so
recommendations for combinations of characters to play as that complement each other well.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 out of 2 for visuals and components. Gameplay and mechanics.
I give it a 2 as well.
I give it a 2 as well. Yeah, like I think the gameplay mechanics are great. Like everything works in this game. Like it's very easy. Like the card play is very simple. It's just kind of like gain a beastly talent, gain a sword. Although I did get a bit frustrated as we were playing with like some of the lack of actions. Like I felt like if you don't draft well, you could
That's true.
literally end up with no movement cards.
So you'd say like a 1.5 then?
I'd say like maybe, but again, that's because I probably need to be careful how I draft better. I think that the part that I got frustrated was that like I wanted to attack more because the way that you win as the beast is by attacking these guys. But I didn't have enough attack actions. I had like one attack action, and then at the beginning of the game you want to attack these sheep, but if all you have is like, and then when you attack you reveal yourself, so it's like you really want to run away, attack something far to, you know, so that way the people are like, oh, he's all the way on that side of the map. That's ideally what you want to do, but you don't have nearly enough movements to get to the other side of the map. And if you focus primarily on just movement cards, you're not going to have enough attack cards to attack and do that. And you want to attack the boar because then you can gain the bonus from the thing. But I don't think it was that big of a deal. I think that it was more user error. My frustration came from me drafting poorly. But the drafting is cool too. Even the drafting mechanics of just being able to draft cards and you kind of know what you're giving your opponent. That was kind of cool. You know what I mean? When you're drafting. And so I thought it was cool.
Would you play a different enemy?
Oh yeah, for sure. I want to try them all and see how they all operate because they're all unique in how they operate. All of them only do 1 damage, but they can be upgraded to do 2. And once you upgrade to get 2, that's where things start to take off because it's like you can one-shot a lot of these little farmer people.
Upgrades really necessary.
Yeah. So, you know what? I'm not going to be picky about it. I think I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say that's more user error, but it's just something to watch out for. So I'd give it a 2 in that. And then for the ending, what's the last one? Oh, fun factor and theme. The theme is cool, man. Yeah, it's a 2 because it's like the theme is it's a 1v many. Imagine what this is like with 3 people.
So technically, by the grading thing, it should be a 10. But
you gave everything a 2.
I did, but it's an 8.
Yeah, it's not quite a 10, but it is pretty good. I gave it 2, 1, 1.5. So it's like, I don't know. I think I need to take off a half a point for the whole gameplay mechanics because
honestly, to give it an accurate review, I think I just need to play it a second time.
Yeah, I can't give it an 8.5 for sure. It's either at an 8 or it's at a 7. For me, it was a 7 because I was a bit frustrated. But I think it's somewhere between a 7 and an 8.
It's kind
so
of like
7.5.
when you start a new show, you can't really base it off of the first episode. You got to give it like maybe another episode or 2.
Mm-hmm.
So by the second or third episode, you already know if this is the kind of like show that you want to watch. So I think the same thing.
But you do want to play
board
this again.
games. Yeah. But I'm saying the same thing with board games.
Yeah, I agree. So then if you do want to play this again, maybe we could play another game of it and we can give more of a better review. But this is just kind of our first impressions of how the game played. I thought it was good. I thought it was for me, it's like somewhere between a 7 and an 8.
Yeah.
And then for you, it's at an 8.
Yeah.
I liked it. All right, well, that's it. That's it for Beast by Studio Midhall. This is a really cool playing game. This took us how long? Like 3 hours?
Just learning it, but
We had to learn it, and we had a lot of I had to look at the rules and stuff. Well, it's upside down, by the way.
Oh.
There you go. This is the artwork that came with it. It came with 3 pieces of artwork, which I thought was kind of cool.
This is so pretty.
I like this one specifically. This is the
That
front
one's
cover.
my favorite, yeah.
Yes, the Bolgan.
Yeah, and they have like little signatures at the bottom. So I thought it was pretty cool.
That guy, that little frog thing creates polyps. These little zombie things that walk around and then they self-destruct and do damage to everything.
Oh my gosh. Like an AoE?
I think so, or in just one area, I don't remember. But anyways,
Wow.
That's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go to the Patreon if you're so willing to donate some money to me. You can donate some money through the Patreon account in the link. And like, comment, subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on TikTok too. And if you're on TikTok, follow me on YouTube. Anyway, see you guys.